Hi, this is Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. My New Year's resolution for 2011 was to organize my scrap room. I started out with, let me start out with telling you my scrap room was our dining room. Very, very, very rarely used. So I took the table out and started bringing all of my scrapbooking in. Well, it's not just my scrapbooking room, it's my craft room. We have a bay window, so I started with my organization there. And this is the bay window that we have. And what I have organized so far. What I do have, I have 4 of the Jetmax cubes from Michaels, and then one of the drawers, which I want to replace with a Jetmax cube, because I like the wooden ones better, from, I think this was just from Walmart's. And then I have a few decorative things also on top of the cubes. Okay, start off on the top of there. I have little shelves in the corners of my bay window, and that's where I used to store my cards, which there are still cards in there, but I'm moving them out because I'm finding I'm making more cards now. On this side of the window is my rarely used stuff. Well, it's just like my box that from my Gypsy came in, and my box that my Gypsy came in, and my jukebox, which I don't use anymore, and then it's one of my Xyrons. On the top of the plastic container now, I have, which I don't use this too much, some Sizzix alphabets, and then I have some of the long Sizzix. I don't have the Sizzix, but I do have the Cuttlebug, and I can use them in there. On the top was a scissor holder carousel that held decorative scissors, but I just put my stickles in there, and they're upside down. Then I have that little Sizzix there just for decoration. In the top drawer, and I have everything labeled, the top drawer are all my different kind of markers. Everything, markers, colored pencils, anything like that, except my Copic markers, they're not stored in there. Then I have all of my bling, which is stored in this drawer. That's not all of it, that's most of it. I'm trying to find, going through the rest of my room and putting everything in a spot. Then I have, in this drawer is very rarely used punches, are stored over here. This first section of the container holds kits. This next 2 sections here, well, this section and a part of this section here is glitter paper, and then I have a couple of packs that are 2-sided, so I don't know exactly what color to put them in, the yellow or the brown. Here is the cardstock that I use for when I'm using my Copic markers going there. An old Sizzix tower with punches, die cuts in there that I rarely use. This is a stamp case that I made out of that craft wood, like you can find at Michael's, Joann's, Packatans, and you can use your, it's soft wood, so you can use your craft knife and my hot glue, and made my squares to hold my ink pads. I don't have that many of the Stampin' Up, but my main ink pads that I really love are these color blocks. I love the color blocks. And then on top I have some of the stamps that I've, some of the cards that I already made on little card holders. Okay, below that, back here, I have ribbon that I don't use that often, and wide ribbon. Okay, behind that I have buttons assorted in the little containers. Some of the ribbon I just bought, I haven't had a chance to put on my spinner wheel. Buttons in the little containers back there, and also some overflow of my brads and my tall Copics colorless blender. This container right here holds my glitter pen and my gel pens. And this container holds my cat's eye ink pads, and then the little ink pads that you can buy at Joann's. I think they're the G, Studio G. Yes. I keep those little ink pads in there all together. And they just sit there. Then I have like my little Xyron sticker maker. And then I have the carousel for the all of my brads and some eyelets and other things like that. They're in the little jars. I'll separate it by color or by theme. And most of them are marked. I don't have them all marked yet. Which ones that on the package. Like this one was the extra large in white. And I tried to cut the end of the packet out. And on top I keep my my crocodile. Okay, behind that I have a magnetic board, which is also by the Jetmax cubes, and the little containers that you can buy with it to fill them. And they hold more brads. I like to see what color that I have, and also little knick-knack thingies. Like this one has little school themes and the little wooden ones. And then in here I have all of my extras that I don't have room on my board for yet. And a lot of beads and stuff are in here too. Everything that goes along with that kind of stuff sits in here. Now my first drawer section holds my ribbon. And all I did was take a big piece of chipboard to separate them all. And they're all in by theme. I mean by color. The next is my cutting tools, all kind of cutting tools, which is regular scissors, decorative edge scissors, circle cutters, and all the different kind of cutters are in there. The next drawer is all of my Find It All supplies. My wires, these little things that you can put on the books, anything that I find, plus my wire cutters. Everything for the Find It All is located in this drawer. Now in the next set of drawers, I have all of my border punches. No matter what kind they are, Martha Stewart, EK, Fiskars, all the ones that are border punches go in this top drawer. Then punches that I use more often, like snowflakes and my corner rounder and little flowers and hearts and stuff, are kept in this drawer. And then some that I don't use as often go in this drawer, like the corners, to make corners, and the bigger punches. All the really large punches are in this drawer. Sorry about that. And then in this final section I have all of my embossing plates in this container here. Whether they're, and then I have them stored, let me show you. So far I made these little tag boards with my Cricut dividers, and then I put the name of what's in it, and that one goes behind it. Just like congratulations, it's the congratulations ones that goes right behind it, so I know where to put it back to. And also when I take them out of the package, I make a label and put what that one is, so I'll know when I'm making that one, and then it has a place. Now my Fiskars plates sit right behind it, and my homemade plates sit in front of it. Okay, below that has my small paper packs, the 4x6 paper packs, and those little square the little squares that are in the box, those all sit below that. I don't have too many of those, so that's enough of a space for those. And then these last two sections right here are filled with paper packs. I actually have more paper packs than these. I have them on my shelf, which hasn't gotten organized yet, so I'm going to have to find a new place for my paper packs. Okay, on the side, this is where I store my 12 by 12, well, all of my paper separated by color. On the side, I put a magnetic board, and then I got hooks. And then all the stuff that I wanted to see, my mast, my Bazzo cheat sheets, all of my little, my stamps, my punches, my border punches, what they look like, my embossing folders, what they look like, all of my little things here that I keep on this side up here so that I can have them handy. And then I have a basket at the bottom here that has my regular tape. I have my daubers, erasers, and different things like that. And that's the storage that I have done for this time. And I have to get back to doing some more, so I'll let you know then. Thank you.